I teach at Community Day Charter School in Lawrence, and right now I'm teaching grades 7 and 8 social studies, so 7th grade ancient and classical civilizations, and 8th grade U.S. history. So I teach at a K through 8 charter school in Lawrence, which is predominantly Latino. We have I'd say about 85% of our students are Dominican or Puerto Rican, but mostly Dominican. We have one Asian student in our upper school, which is grades 6 through 8. So that's why I think the Japan project we did this year was so inspiring, because the students really have no connection to Asia, and really didn't have any connection to Asia prior to my travel experience on the China trip last summer. So that really opened their eyes to, China, and created a blog for that. The students followed along with my blog, and through that, the students were interested in Japan when the earthquake and tsunami took place earlier this year. The China trip was great because the students were able to follow along, and I brought our basketball jersey, for example, and standing on the Great Wall holding the basketball jersey, and actually ran into the Globetrotters on the wall at Xi'an, and my students had just gone to see the Globetrotters in Boston a couple months before that trip, so they were excited to see those pictures in there. And then I got to visit some schools in China and talk to kids about our school, and so my students really enjoyed that, I think. So I decided to do a blog for my students because I wanted to share the experience with them. Many of my students have never traveled outside of the U.S., aside from maybe visiting family in Dominican Republic. So I decided to do this blog. I had heard about the idea from a teacher at a primary source workshop. So I looked into it, and it didn't look too difficult. So I created a blog on blogspot.com. Didn't take me too long, and I shared the address with students before the school year ended, and students were able to, log in. They could post questions, and my school also put a link to the blog on the school website, so that way the students who lost the address that I had given them could just go to the school website and click on the link and follow along.